Hi. Hi. Welcome to this edition of At the Mic. I am your host, Keith Malinak, and it's a little different today. It is a Thursday deep dive episode. I hope you're doing okay. Trying to get this chat going here. My goodness. Okay. So, hopefully you saw the tweet. The plan was to do today's Thursday deep dive with Brooke Jackson, Pfizer whistleblower, who tried to stop the COVID vax from ever being released into the wilds. And that the fallout from that over the last 4 years that she's been dealing with. We are going to talk to her. She is having internet difficulties today where she's broadcasting from, where she's at. And so we will reschedule that. I assure you, we will have that conversation. It's very important that we have that conversation with Brooke Jackson. So rest assured, we will do that on a Thursday deep dive. Now, if you saw the tweet that I just posted a few minutes ago, maybe we'll get Mr. Brad Staggs from thedailymojo.com. It was, of course, a very last... De Gerber, nice comment. I like it. Yeah. Maybe the internet provider, all of a sudden, who's this guy on the work site out here messing with our fiber optics? He's wearing a Pfizer golf shirt. That's interesting. Yeah. So so this might be like an impromptu Barfly where we just sit around and talk about the stories in the news and so on. It could be a Drinks with Keith. I might just be flying solo. And then if that's the case, then the show just ends up writing itself. But what I am going to do is I'm going to open up an audio space as well. So we can kind of do this like a Drinks with Keith thing. And so if there's something you want to talk about, something on your mind, and ask me anything, now's your chance. So I'm going to open that up. This is weird. I went to try to do this and it wanted me to schedule it. I'm like, no, it's stupid. Why would I? And now it won't even let me activate the audio space. It's got this weird, like, schedule your audio space. Well, now it's past 2:00, the time that it suggested. Oh my gosh. Is it going to make me pick a time in the future? How stupid is this? All right. This is aggravating as hell, especially when I'm trying to do a live stream. All right. So hold on. Here we go. It's about to be scheduled for 2:03 Central. Okay. I don't know what's happening here, but we may not get an audio space. Your space is scheduled. Tell people about it. Keep in mind, I'm working with a stylus and a old phone. I've lost my good backup phone. Yes, I'm the 3-phone guy. And so, I don't know. It's not going to let me. Let's just start it. Let's just quickly start it. Because this is what's so weird. Open lines Thursday. Start your space. Boom. Okay, it let me. Woo. Okay. Because after I titled it last time, it there we go. Okay. Audio stream is active now and also being recorded. I hope y'all can hear me way over there. But after I titled it, it was saying it quickly doing a little automatic schedule your time for 2:00. And I was like, no, I don't want to schedule it. I can handle. That's the thing. I don't need a reminder. I am a responsible. Okay. I'm a semi-responsible adult. I can keep a schedule. I know how to push a freaking button. I don't know what this. I feel like such a boomer right now. Okay. So we have the audio version. If that's more convenient, we normally don't do that for the Thursday and Friday stuff. But now's your chance. If you want to chat, if you want to ask me anything or whatever's on your mind about stuff in the news, and I have some stuff here I can get to. I want to give a special thanks, as always, to Hero Wes, who creates thumbnails, who makes sure that everything is accessible at youtube.com/at the mic. He puts the show on Rumble. All that stuff goes live tonight at 8:00 Eastern, I think, p.m. Yeah, sure. And also the audio version on Spotify, iTunes, iHeart, all the links you need available at the Mike Show. Oh, look, it's right there. .com. Right there. Look at that, huh? That's a fancy graphic right there. At themikeshow.com. Okay. Gabby, of course, keeping the Instagram rolling. Always putting up good stuff over there. A lot of times she'll capture tweets that I have put out during the week and do like a little story or something. I don't know. And so it does a good job with that too. So head over there to see what you've been missing over here at Twitter, X, whatever. Jeffy, my coworker over the Blaze, he told me today, he said that searches for X now are outpacing for the first time searches for Twitter. So like if I'm looking for somebody, and hang on a second, Wes, the internet issue isn't over here, just so you know. Thank you. See, he's a hero. He's in the chat and he's talking about me calling him over here to help. No. This was on Brooke's end, the internet issue. But we will get Brooke, if you're tuned in to see the COVID shot whistleblower from Pfizer, Brooke Jackson, she will join us in the not too distant future. We'll get that worked out as soon as her internet is restored. How about that? What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So when I'm searching for somebody to see if they're on X, I don't want to type in their name and then X. I feel like that's not going to return what I need it to return as far as search results. So I still do their name and then Twitter and then like, okay, there we go. Got it. Yeah. So, but apparently searches for X now outpacing searches for Twitter on Google. So that's neat. Last week at this time, we had a couple of former FBI agents, George Hill and Steve Friend. If you missed that, go back. I wanted to talk about the Patriot Act. I wanted to really know what all the government can do. And as far as spying on us, collecting data on us, and intel gathering, and what's allowed. Because Representative Anna Paulina Luna of Florida is trying to get that defanged, the Patriot Act. And I thought, we need a refresher course, myself especially. What all the Patriot Act allows the government to do. Short answer, if you haven't seen the show, it's a hell of a lot. So go back and check that out. All the archives for the Thursday deep dives and the Friday live streams where we just hang out and watch animal videos and stuff like that. Get to know everybody. It's all those episodes are pinned at the very top of this X profile. There's an article there. You scroll down. The article is getting longer and longer and longer. I don't know if there's a character limit, if I'm ever going to reach that. It'd be nice if Elon Musk and his crew could make a library for these live streams and for the audio spaces. That would be quite convenient. So, short of that, we just keep adding to that really, really long article pinned to the top. Don't forget the option today, the audio space. If you want to chime in with something over there, feel free. So there you go. Brad, probably napping, honestly. If he's a smart man, that's what he's doing. But there you go. Maybe he'll join us. Otherwise, you're here. I appreciate it very much. And if there's something that you want to talk about, one thing I wanted to mention, the Supreme Court today, I had it open on my phone. Where the hell's my phone? Oh no, I just turned into a Lizzo song. Oh, God, kill me. Where the hell am my phone? It's right here. I found it. What did it say? It said something to the effect of, well, first of all, Florida, congratulations. I saw that notification just come through that they joined Utah as the second state to ban fluoride in drinking water. So that's awesome. And again, HHS Secretary Robert Kennedy made it clear yesterday, they're not trying to get rid of fluoride altogether. It's still good, topically speaking, like on toothpaste or in mouthwash. You want to keep your teeth strong. It's the ingestibles that they're trying to get out, which of course would apply to tap water. Somebody actually sent me a message today and said, your filter on your refrigerator will get rid of that. I don't know. Is that right? I don't know. Depends on your refrigerator, I think. I might be wrong. But there is I bought a filter for a pitcher. I don't know what I was thinking. I bought a filter for drinking water pitcher deal 6 months ago. And it's been sitting in the laundry room, just mocking me ever since then. For one, there's not room in the fridge. There's just too many leftovers and stuff. There's no room for a pitcher of water. The real estate inside a family refrigerator is at a premium. It's Boardwalk on Monopoly. That shelf space inside your refrigerator. So I don't know what I was thinking. I was just in a mood. Maybe I think I watched a video about it and I was like, you know what? That sounds cool. Let me do that. Let me get that. And, well, now it just sits there because nobody in the house wants to go through, the, yeah. New level of lazy, right? I'm the guy who bought it. Nobody wants to, get the filter and then you fill it up with water like 25 times or whatever the hell it is. And then, oh gosh, why did I buy that stupid thing? I think it's two things. I think I watched a video. I'm pretty sure I watched a video about this specific filter, but I think it was also like I was going through like a little phase of like the water from the refrigerator was starting to taste funny. And I thought, you know what? Let's just, and I do know you have to change and I do change the filter on the refrigerator. Yes, it's been a while, but I do that. It's fine. Okay. Hey, the mama bunny. I was just looking over here. I don't know, man. She is got to be bored. Doesn't even have a magazine out there. Just sitting around waiting for those babies to come out of the ground. If you're not familiar, just scroll down. I've been logging her behavior since Friday night is when we ran across her. Didn't kill her bunnies, but 2 of the baby bunnies were dead at the surface. I was mowing, and I mowed, and it was right in the line, right after I'd been pushing that mower, the first row for about 30 feet, and then saw the 2 bunnies. They hadn't been attacked, the little babies. I think they drowned because we had such torrential rains last week. And we verified that there was at least 1 baby alive in the little rabbit nest because Ezra was with me and he was picking up the dead bunnies with the Walmart bag, And then I said, gently reach into that hole down there just to see if there's other dead bunnies or what have you. And he did. And you hear this little, and that was the baby bunny that was still clearly alive. Eyes weren't open. Don't know how many are down there. We walked away. I've been giving mangoes and I've been giving grapes to the mom. Turned the sprinklers on occasion. Yesterday, they predicted 107. I don't think it got up to that, honestly. It got to 10 something, but I'm just checking the thermometer right now. It's just off camera. I don't know if you can see this down there. See that? Okay. So it says it's hit 91 today, but it's only 88 right now, and the clouds are moving in. So that's good news. And there is a bowl of ice water out there. Like I put little cubes of ice out there every day. I know. I'm a sucker for animals, man. So we'll see. She's just hanging around. She has not gone more than 20 feet from the nest. And I see her in the morning when I leave for work, like 3 or whatever the hell it is. And she's out there. Like I intentionally turn the truck headlights toward the yard as I'm pulling out. There she is, man. I don't know. God bless her. So she's not going anywhere. And I read online that babies could be in there for around 2 weeks. So that would put us at, another week, right? Is that right? It was Friday. Yeah. So, this could go on for a while. What was the other thing I saw? The breaking news. Supreme Court, birthright citizenship. That's a mess. I printed up something on that, I think. I left my glasses downstairs. I'm not going to make y'all wait. That would suck. What did I do here? Hang on. Where did I put that? I thought I printed it up. Anyway, Ketanji Brown Jackson. I mean, can we send her a pocket constitution? Just like a gift? That's what we should do. I'm sure it's been done before, right? Pocket constitutions sent en masse to some politician, some congressman, some senator, several presidents for the past 175-ish years. Hello, Andrew Jackson. Anyway, so I was reading some of the arguments in there. Who was it? Was it Alito? I forget. Anyway, we might get some fixes on birthright citizenship, but it doesn't sound like it's going to be this radical change. We'll see. We will see. Why didn't I use a Target bag? I love questions like this. Okay. It's because I don't shop at Target. So therefore I don't have any Target bags at my disposal. Yeah, Hannah. Art from Texas named Mama Bunny out there, Hannah the Bunny. Yeah, you're invested. Okay, well, maybe I should have done this live stream. Maybe I should have done it from the nest. I mean, it's only 88 degrees. Man, shame on me. Opportunity lost. Am I right? Don't forget, there's an audio space. I don't know if it's at this point, if it's up there, down there. But if you do want to chat with me and the masses and the millions of people tuned in right now, millions, now's your chance. Now is your chance. I need help. You guys are so good at dispensing health information or suggestions or whatever. This has become sadly a routine, what I'm about to explain. So let me go back. Please don't freak out. I'm not freaking out. I don't want you to freak out. I'm just soliciting for advice. That's it. So it was Thanksgiving weekend. I can't remember if it was Thanksgiving Day. It might have been the Thanksgiving Day, actually. We were up in Nebraska and we were pheasant hunting up there. And I had the worst damn headache. It's always right here. If you're listening, I am pointing to the right temple, headed back, whatever. It was so bad, I didn't even want to shoot. I mean, I just didn't want any loud noises. I went and walked with the guys in the family and just hung out, but it was bad. And I've had a couple more really bad. I guess they're migraines. Hell, I don't know what they are. I don't know. So I've had 3 now since November. But since Sunday now, 5 straight days. And get this. It hasn't been as bad as those other 3 times. But it's been like half as bad, maybe. Oh gosh. Right now I'm like turning my head. I feel it. I know it's gotta be sinus. It's gotta be allergy related. It's gotta be something. But the thing that's so weird about this, since Sunday, 5 straight days now, this pain has been at this exact moment of the day, 1 to 2 o'clock Central Time. It's like freaking clockwork. And then I just put multiple Advil down my gullet. I won't tell you how many, but I put multiple Advils into my system, and I waited too long this time. I should have done it closer to 1 when it, started, but hopefully it'll kick in. And eventually, by the evening, whether it's the Advil or something else, it gets better. I move on with my life. But there's that 3 or 4 hours there. This whole week, man, I don't know. It's just any advice, please let me know. It's not a hunger thing. It's probably sleep. But I've been having no sleep since they put us on this damn early schedule in October of 2018. So it's not like, just started not sleeping. Whatever. Just thought I would throw that out there to the universe so that you guys can message me or comment here Or, oh my gosh, wait a minute. A Botox injection? Yikes. Yeah. Julie's got some good advice there. I don't know. Will it make me look fabulous? Maybe I'll get them in my lips and in my temple. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Sounds like sinus. Yeah. Anti-inflammatory foods. Onion, cayenne, garlic, turmeric, ginger, berries. Okay, onion, no thanks. Cayenne, hell no. Garlic, ugh. Turmeric, I take turmeric, right? Yeah, I take a turmeric pill every day. Yeah, that's one of the. Ginger, okay. What about ginger ale? Can I have ginger ale? Berries, I don't mind the berries. They're the Gare Bear. Okay. Takes it for headaches. All right, well, I'll look into some Botox. I live near South Lake, Texas. It's got to be the Botox capital of the world. It's got to be. It's got to be. So I'm sure there's plenty of places over there. Let's see. Oh, if Advil is helping. Oh, yeah, okay. That's part of your thing. Okay, gotcha. All right. Breaking. Oh, that's the Florida. Speaking of towns in Texas, I do want to talk about Trump in the Middle East. But before I forget, since I just mentioned the towns in Texas here. This is fascinating here. I want to. I'm old, y'all, and I don't have my glasses. See, that's the kind of hashtag things you say when you're old. I can't find my glasses, or I don't have my glasses. Yeah, here we are. Okay, dear Lord. Before I read a couple of fun facts from this story, let me just throw this out there. I'm going to read to you the top 11 populated cities in the United States. And this has got to be, this is just cities, right? Yeah, because Metro Atlanta's not on here. Because this is just city. This is stupid then. Why do I even have this list? Because Metro Atlanta would be higher than 11. Anyway, so this is just city limits. See, that's stupid because it's so arbitrary. The boundaries of a city. So now I don't even care about this list. New York City, LA, Chicago, Houston, Phoenix, Philadelphia, San Francisco, San Diego. Number 9 is Dallas. Number 11 is Fort Worth. And they're right next to each other. You know, it's 2 metro areas for the price of 1. It's annoying. And now I know this is just the city limits because number 10 on this list is Jacksonville, Florida. And the city limits of Jacksonville, Florida are just ridiculous, if I recall. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. Y'all can correct me if that's wrong. So this isn't even metro. This is city propers. So anyway, but this story that I have here in front of me, it's got the fastest growing cities, and there are no qualifiers here. It's not like big cities or whatever. It's any city. And 5 of the top 11 are in metropolitan Dallas-Fort Worth. I swear. You know, the traffic sucks here. The traffic does suck here in Dallas-Fort Worth. But it has nothing on Houston and Atlanta, other places that we've lived. So I don't know how. I mean, that is bad. It sucks. It really, really sucks in certain areas, especially. But it's nothing like Atlanta and Houston. But I thought this was interesting. So 5 of the top 11 are in Dallas-Fort Worth. 10 of the top 11 are in Texas. And only one town in here is outside Texas, and it is in Massachusetts. But working our way up, it's Georgetown, Texas. That's down near Houston, or at least along the coast. Manor, Texas. Amhersttown, Massachusetts, checking in at number 9. But then these are metro area, Metro Dallas-Fort Worth. Forney, Texas. Anna, Texas. Princeton, Texas. Melissa, Texas. And then we've got Manville, Texas. Royce City, Texas. What is it? Fulshar, Texas. And then Salina, Texas. Another metro. But it's all chick names. around here. Selena, Melissa, Anna. I mean, that's odd, I think. I don't know. But I'm surprised that isn't more spread out as far as, I mean, I would have thought fastest growing cities. Where's Colorado or Idaho or hell, Georgia? What else comes to mind, y'all? North Carolina. I'm surprised didn't make that list. What's some other really fast? Tennessee. Yeah, there's no Tennessee, like some Metro Nashville town in there. Huh. Oh, I wanted to talk to Brad about Nashville. He just got back from there. And I have some questions about Nashville. I don't know, that mayor there. What the hell? That guy is not good.
Yeah.
See, I like that perspective. Yeah. In fact, though, Pat Gray, Mexican Spy, and that's Gabby. That's Gabby who runs Instagram. She says better than Middle Eastern names. Oh, that time's coming, especially to Texas. That time is coming. And in fact, I think one of these towns, I can't remember. I think Anna or Melissa, one of them. I don't know. That's one of them where the Islamic revolution is happening in our own backyard. So that's fun. So that's one of those towns. Yes, it is. Bear with me here. I'm going to play technical engineer too. Hang on. Do. Hang on. I was about to say it'll totally be worth it. Actually, it's nothing. I'm just making sure. Okay, cool. Here we go. I think. Hi. To quote Butthead, testes, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it's good. Okay, so I love the way President Trump is being treated in the Middle East. It's long overdue to see a president treated with respect by that part of the world. Due respect. You know, can you imagine if this just... There are so many times already in this second term of Trump where I try to envision Joe Biden in the similar setting. Holy crap. I feel like if Joe Biden were over there right now, Iran would have probably been lobbing weapons at us, or while he was touring the Middle East. Holy crap, seriously. But it's good. It's good to see this kind of respect. In fact, I want to show y'all. Did you see and I can never remember its name without looking at it. It's the Burj Dubai, right? The world's tallest building. Have you seen how they have that thing lit up over there? Look at this. Let me see if I can get this on the screen here. Boom. Look at that, huh? I mean, that's spectacular. That is lovely. If you're listening, it's red, white, and blue. It's the American flag. You got the field of stars, the top half, and then the red and white stripes, the bottom half. I think that is spectacular. And then, in fact, if I can get to the next picture here, show me. Yeah, it says UAE welcomes U.S. president. I mean, that's beautiful and that's cool, and I dig it. So thank you for that spectacular welcome. So I'm obviously a complete and total hypocrite when I say I love the way they are treating our president. They better treat him like that. And he's signing all these agreements. I'm not going to lie. A little part of me, okay, let me back up. There's a lot of part of me that's suspicious of a lot of these leaders in that part of the country. Hell, the entire world, for that matter. But then there's a little part of me that's like, maybe they're being too nice. Like, what's the deal here? Obviously, Trump loves to be complimented. He loves the lavish stuff. And he's taking notes, obviously, wherever he goes, every palace, every foyer he stands in, he's having somebody take notes before they head back to the White House. Yeah, gonna be some construction projects back home when he gets here. But I don't know. This little, I don't know. Am I just too pessimistic? Am I too negative of a person to think that what's the deal here? Why are we I don't know. I mean, some of it seems over the top, but it's the way they live over there. They're drowning in oil money. They got more money than they know what to do with. So of course everything's going to be gold plated and as elaborate as can be. And let me just say, on behalf of the United States of America and the William Carrier family, the inventor of air conditioning, you're welcome. Because oil money and air conditioning changed that part of the world forever. Because can you imagine? Like, if that's not, it's climate controlled, so cool. But these could be the most elaborate looking designed palaces, which they are, which they are. But who gives a crap if it's not climate controlled in there? So congratulations on having air conditioning. Think an American. But let's see. The breaking news today is that Trump says that U.S. and Iran have sort of agreed on the terms of a nuclear deal. Oh, hold on. Let me balance that out with Putin didn't show up in Turkey for the conversation with Zelensky on hopefully ending the Ukraine-Russian war. Trump says, look, Putin wants to meet with me first before he sits down with Zelensky. I hope that's all it is. I haven't had a chance to really look into that. I had really important things going on this afternoon, obviously. I was sitting here trying to put a show together. I mean, I was actually watching the Atlanta Braves. They've already won today, so that's already taken care of. And the Oilers have already, finished their series. They're moving on to the Western Conference Finals. In other words, I got nothing keeping me up late tonight, so that's helpful. Maybe I can get this headache to go away. So it's been what seems to be a very fruitful trip for the president and for the United States of America. And I'm just reading these quotes from Trump says, they're not going to make, I call it in a friendly way, nuclear dust. We're not going to be making any nuclear dust in Iran, end quote. That's good stuff. I don't know. Am I being a little too sensitive to think that, do I have a right to be suspicious? Is anybody else concerned about why they're being so nice to Trump? Is it out of fear and respect for the United States again, which I hope it is? Or is there something else? I seriously, I don't know. Just a reminder, my guest, Brooke Jackson, will join us. But we rescheduled for the Pfizer vaccine whistleblower. Don't you worry. That conversation is going to happen. Man, I got some deep stories here that I wanted to pick Brad Stagg's brain on. Now I'm going to pick your brain on. And I want you to go to the audio space and chime in if you have a comment on these next two stories. Let me see if I'm going to get to these here. Hang on. Let's see here. Oh, did y'all see? Hold on. Before I move on from Trump and the White House and stuff, did you see? I didn't talk about this a few weeks ago. That the White House floor plans were improperly shared with thousands. I'm sorry. Did you see? Oh crap. Hold on. Julie just made a comment. I want to address this before I forget. Today on Pack Ray Unleashed, my day job over at the Blaze, and then we carried over into overtime a conversation about the little girl who gave Trump flowers and was promptly escorted off of the pathway. And then you hear these loud sounds. I saw another video today after overtime where it's clear the audio is coming from a different part. You know, the microphone isn't necessarily right there. And so it's a happy ending, Julie. Hang on. So it almost sounds like military orders, you know, and then something falls. I don't know. But, you know, in overtime, it looked and it felt like maybe the girl was being taken to task off to the side for stopping right in front of the president of the United States and then not moving and then handing him flowers. It seemed a little unplanned. I don't know. So they escort her off the side. Now, I should have had this video ready, but as the video continues and Trump continues walking, and if you have no idea what I'm talking about, just indulge me for a moment. I just want everybody that's invested in the safety of the little girl that was escorted out of Trump's path. You see her for just a split second as the camera continues to back up and follow Trump down the little walkway at the airport. And I do see her off to the side and nobody's bothering her. Like they just abandoned her. They're like, get out of the way. And then everybody moved on. Like, so I don't think there's any. Now the lashes may come later, but at least from my vantage point, the camera that I saw, she was standing off to the side and she didn't have the flowers anymore because remember that guy came in and scooped him away from her. And so the guy with the flowers goes one way and the little girl goes the other way. And then she's just standing there like behind the little soldier guy there. So I think we're good. I think the little girl in the United Arab Emirates is doing okay now. But this was something, I think it was the Biden administration. They were doing work with I don't want to read this whole story, and I read it a few weeks ago, but it was almost like it was a Google Doc or something, right? I mean, so you can, if you use Gmail or something, you have Google Docs, and they had like the floor plans that were up there because they were, the Biden administration had done some work with a contractor or something. And so the floor plans for the White House were just sitting out there. And I think it was just a publicly available, like, you know, you can set permissions. And I think anybody that had this address, if I remember correctly, I'm just scanning here. It's anyway. So there you go. We had the basically the floor plans, blueprint of the White House, which I've never looked for them. They might be publicly available in some form, but oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Listen to this. Let me read this sentence to you. There is so much incompetence in our government. It's just like, I don't even know how we survive as a nation. The level of incompetence on all levels of government, you know, from nation, state, city. Listen to this, y'all. The information shared also included the details of a proposed blast door. For the White House Visitor Center. Wait a minute. Isn't that? Hold on. I'm trying to think back to 9/11. Was that under it's under the Capitol where that, right? I forget. Records show, as well as bank account information for a vendor. Oh, not my problem. Who assisted with the Biden administration news conference. Why are we paying people to? All right, hang on a second. This is called show prep on the fly. If you bear with me, please. None of the okay, this is the other thing. None of the files contained classified information. Okay, Pete. Oh, sorry. Okay, wow. I don't know what's classified anymore, but apparently nothing is. Apparently we're allowed to know everything. Let's see. April 14th. Okay, so they limited. Okay, then it says they took steps to limit access by the next day. Should have done it the next hour, which basically means they made it a private, like, whatever. An admin or whoever can access it only. Let's see here. I'm just looking here to see. What was the thing that I got hung up on back there, y'all? I have ADD. Undiagnosed, I'd like to point out, but I'm pretty It should be pretty obvious. What was I looking up here about the oh, yeah, why do you need to pay someone for a freaking press conference at the White House? I'm just checking here. Oh my gosh, those files that I'm referring to, y'all, they've been up there for years. But again, what are the chances? I mean, in theory, someone could take that link, pass it around if it was a public, if it was anyone. I can't even think of the terminology when you create a Google Doc. Anyone can access it type thing. Oh my gosh. Listen to this, y'all. See, you can thank the Trump administration for realizing this was up there online, because the Office of Inspector General learned the inappropriate sharing last week during an ongoing security audit of the agency's use of Google Drive, according to the records. Oh my gosh. You know that this was not the only thing that was overshared. I want to say this is par for the course for the Biden administration. This is par for the course for any administration. This kind of just being fast and loose with important stuff. Okay. I want to run this by you. Let's see your thoughts on this. This is, I don't know. Yeah, right. Hold on. Pat Gray, Mexican spy. It's hard to believe they're so incompetent. Stuff like this happens. Right? That's the thing. See, that's the thing with, you could do that with everything. Something like a Google shared drive that was just, unlocked and available for anyone. Right down to something like COVID. Like, were they so incompetent? How could something like that happen accidentally? And don't even get me started on the aftermath. The aftermath is, I'm just talking about the initial release. Boy, we need to do a poll. See, this is where I need my third phone, y'all. Hang on a second. I'm gonna post a poll right now. See, you were here for the genesis of this poll. And see, this would have been perfect with the conversation. And I'll have these results for when Brooke Jackson joins us in a couple weeks here. I got to get a date locked down here. COVID-19, this is the poll. You can go vote right now if you like, as soon as I finish it up here. Was released, not created. Was released, ... on accident, on purpose. So I know it's not created, released, on accident, on purpose. Oh man, I've got to vote. Let's see, because I'm not allowed to vote because I made the poll. So you're gonna have to vote for me, and let's just see if what I would have voted. Let's see how that does in early returns. It's sending. All right, it's posted. So if you want to scroll around or whatever you do here on the old timeline, go and vote now, and I'll have results here any second now. Don't forget, we have an audio space as well, if you'd like to chime in there. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if I want to employ the grimace glass today with this headache. It's not going to be drinks water with Keith. Sorry, Grimace. You're going to have to be sad over there. See, he's empty. He's sad. See? Now, if I had vodka in there, that same picture, we could say Grimace looks happy or drunk. It works either way. He looks whatever. He's like Barack Obama. Grimace is whatever you want him to be. See, does he look sad? Yes, he looks sad. Actually, you look stoned, bro. Look at that. He looks high. Oh. Sorry. Sometimes I just entertain myself. You know what? Before I get to the deep constitutional questions, just hang on a second here. Hang on. I might or might not get to those. I might need Rebecca and Brad to chime in on those. Because you want the heavy stuff on Fridays with the Friday live stream. That's when you want to pull out the deep philosophical questions. Here's a question. Okay, hold on. I'm not playing dumb. Trust me. I don't need to play dumb. And I refuse to do too much looking around here because I don't care, but I do care. I care enough to want to know what the hell is being referred to, but not enough to try to apply it in a sentence. Okay. And what I'm referring to is this term that I keep seeing everywhere. Woke right. What the hell? Can someone please explain to me? And I mean 2 sentences maximum. You can either go to the audio space and raise your hand over there, or you can put it in the comment section here, whatever. I'm just saying, I feel like I need some knowledge here since I'm seeing it everywhere. And it seems stupid just reading between the lines. But just give me an idea of a personality or somebody famous or somebody that would qualify as woke right. Just keep it simple. Or seriously, an attitude. I don't know. Just something you can just give me an example. This is an example of being woke right, Keith. I'd appreciate. Oh, let me check on that poll. Let me just see it. Early returns are in. And I mean early returns. 88-13. People say that it's on purpose. Was released. COVID-19 was released on purpose. Your Honor, I think the primary evidence of that is the January 2017 speech by one Anthony Fauci, who sucks and didn't telegraph, outright said that President Trump would have to deal with a pandemic. And don't forget, he made a similar claim or was it what's this bucket? Hang on a second. I just got this message here. This is how okay. See? Okay. So all right. Okay. So the only way I understand woke right. Can I say the name of who sent me this? But it's a tweet from Bridget. I can never remember how to pronounce her last name. Anyway, so her tweet back on April 24th. Wow, this is a screenshot of this tweet, and it says, "People on the right calling each other woke now that the left went to blue sky," or she calls it blue cry, which is very funny. Yeah, there you go. Can you see? You see that? You know, it's a Spider-Man meme, if you're listening. And so, yeah, that's fun. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Gabby. Thank you for enlightening me. I still don't know. Because, yeah, it's Spider-Man, and he's pointing at him, and it's like, hey, you're woke, right? No, you are. Your mom's woke, right? That's always a showstopper when you pull out your mom card. Okay, so I don't know. Does anyone else have any kind of explanation, anything to help me understand what the hell is meant by woke right? Okay. This is. I read this story, which when you hear me say I read this story, that's a big step for me to read the entire story. Normally, I'll just skim it. I'll highlight a few paragraphs. I'm like, yeah, I got this. I'm good. Whatever. Let's talk about it now. And then we'll start talking about it, especially if I have Brad or Rebecca or a guest here. I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't read enough of this. Hang on. And then I discover on the fly. I've read this article. The headline is "Feeling Lonely? Why Your Hearing May Pay the Price." Well, I gotta read this thing. What a wild study this is going to be. Am I right? So here are the 3 bullet points at the beginning of the story. A 12-year study of nearly 500,000 British adults found that loneliness increases the risk of hearing loss by 24%. All right. Well, I'm intrigued. That's freaky. I mean, it's 12 years they studied these people. And if you're lonely, then your hearing loss risk goes up by 24%. That's silly. Sensorineural. Nailed it. Hearing loss affecting the inner ear and auditory nerves was most strongly linked to loneliness. Okay, that was the second bullet point. These are good. Third bullet point, women and those experiencing economic hardship appeared most at risk, highlighting loneliness as a key public health target. Now, what I could do is I could read to you some parts of this story. But I don't want to, because it sucks. And the bottom line is, they don't know why, but they think that if you're lonely, you have a higher risk of being losing your hearing. Okay? Just like the headline said. That's basically, we just run in circles on this story. Let me read just a little bit. Lonely individuals tend to engage in riskier behaviors, like smoking or physical inactivity. But these didn't fully explain the hearing loss connection in this study. Instead, economic hardship appeared to play a bigger role, accounting for about 16.6. So in other words, hold on, let's stop for a second. Economic hardship played a bigger role. But what's the sexier headline? Being poor may help you go deaf or whatever, right? See, because the headline they went with is feeling lonely, why your hearing may pay the price. Now, a lot more people are going to click on that. Right? We're kind of a distant society, and we have trouble making connections. Everybody feels like they're on an island at one point or another. But if they had put, are you poor? Why your hearing may pay the price, it's probably not going to get as many clicks. Although, probably more of us could identify with that than the lonely thing. Anyway, what else did I highlight here and shouldn't read because the story is done? Hang on. I had another paragraph in here. Let me just see. Okay, this is so stupid, yo. This is the researcher's note. Now, I like that. It's in the paper somewhere, right? That line. So it's not a direct quote from somebody. It's just buried in the research paper when it says, quote, accumulated evidence suggests that loneliness can lead to socioeconomic adversity, which in turn contributes to adverse health outcomes. I mean, this is the dumbest damn thing I've ever seen in my life. This could be, are you fat? It's probably because you're poor. Are you fill in the blank? It's because you're poor. I mean, it's just because I don't even want to. I've already read enough of that story. I should just stop. Please stop. Yeah, Julie, do you feel enlightened now that I read that? Okay, I've got a question for you, and I'm going to do another poll. Watch this. You're up to 91% that COVID was released on purpose. We know it was created on purpose, which stands to reason that it was released on purpose. Why are you gonna just create it and just let it hang out in one of those broken down freezers there in the old Wuhan lab? Hell no. Okay, so here's my next poll question here, and I would love to see comments or people get on the dadgum audio space to answer this question. This is gonna take me forever to write. See, a good host would have already had this damn thing ready, and I just had to hit post. But I said a good host would. If you could time travel, okay, and this is gonna be wordy. I'm just gonna warn you right now, and spend 2 weeks in another time, would you ... go forward to what is it, 2325? That's 300 years, right? My math is perfect. go back to 1725? Huh? You want to go to 2325 or 1725? And I guess it depends on where, right? This is kind of dumb now that I think about it. If you go to if you could spend 2 weeks another time, would you go forward to 2325 or go back to 1725? And again, let's just say the United States, right? Or because we didn't even exist then. You'd be hanging out in the colonies. And what a dumb question. Let's see how many people respond to it. That's fun. Let's see. Because, I mean, it's exciting and it's unknown. I'm sorry, it's exciting, but it's unknown. 2325. And technically 1725 is going to be unknown too, but you got a little bit of knowledge there. But you got to spend 2 weeks. You got to hang out. You're going to hide. You're going to enjoy yourself. I got a headache. That's all. So I'm going to hit send and stop debating it. All right. So y'all can play with that one if you'd like. Let's see what you think. Because I found this story. Holy shit. This is something else, Joe. I'm going to ask Brad and Rebecca this tomorrow because Brad is a twisted freak. Rebecca's a Viking who joins us from Norway. So I feel like both of them will have an interesting perspective. And I don't want to spend a lot of time on this today because I want to save some of the fun for them tomorrow. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, but it's the year 1470. Okay, this is what I'm saying. It may be more risky to go back in time than to go forward in time. I don't know. György Dózsa was a Hungarian revolutionary. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you this. The headline of this is worst death in history, and it was suffered by a Hungarian rebel, and his name was György Dózsa. Y'all, the kids need to be doing something else here for a few minutes. Holy crap. And when I bring this story up tomorrow for Brad and Rebecca, again, I say the kids will need to be doing something else because this gets heinous. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Before I read about the worst death in history. Hold on a second. Let's see. Leslie O'Neill says, the way we're going, I don't think we'll be here 300 years from now. Oh, yeah, so you're going to go back to 1725. That makes sense. Okay, yeah. You know what? Man, wouldn't you want to go back to 1776? Or just, I don't know, 1780s, somewhere in there, where you just kind of help the founding fathers. Not saying they need our help. You just might want to tell them about some hypothetical situations that may come up in the future that you'll want to be a little bit more specific in the Constitution. Just a thought. Julie, why are you picking 2325? Just curious. This is just because you know what? Hold on a second. See now? Hold on. This is why, let me just tell you, this is why I suck at fantasy football. It's because I draft players that are so young and have so much potential, and I'm so excited for what they could be that they never become, and then I suck because I don't hold on to the veteran players long enough. I don't go after them in trades enough, and so I'm always, this is why I'm a terrible gambler too, right? I don't hold on to what you've got already, you know? So I think the same applies here with the future and the past thing. I don't know, this might be too deep. I have fantasy football analogy here. But 2325, we're hoping that it's going to be just so cool and awesome and not some dark dystopian wasteland. But we're probably going to get the dark dystopian wasteland. It's probably no United States of America at that point. I'm sorry to say, well, the hell, newsflash, Keith, there's not a United States of America in 1725 either. But we at least have a base knowledge. And here's another, I'm going to throw you a curveball, Leslie. Let's see if Leslie changes her answer here of going back to 1725. Hold on a second. No, this would be, this will actually, let me see if Julie wants to change her answer of going to 20, 30, 23. Good night. I'm Joe Biden it right now, y'all. So what I'm thinking is you would have more knowledge maybe you could use to your advantage being a time traveler going to the past than being 300 years behind the curve if you're going to the future. You see what I'm saying? I don't know how helpful that could be for you, but I feel like you would have more of an advantage going back in time. And like, look at me. Let me introduce you guys to non-fluoride water or something. I don't know. No, don't. You could be the Ben Franklin. You could be like, oh, check this out. I'm going to discover something that you guys are going to get a lot of use out of. It's called electricity. Just somebody got a kite. Let's see here. Yeah, that's exactly what I felt like right there. I'm sorry. I'm struggling my head. It hurts. But yeah, you know the thing. Okay, hold on a second. What is this? But I want to hold on. This is I love giving you guys behind the scenes stuff. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Like, I'm having such a hard time seeing that I have to put it on the screen on the big picture. The first time I'm reading it, it's the first time you're reading it. I swear this is water. I want to be in a wealthy family with medicines that were available. Yeah, but see, you can't. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't take anything back with you. Hey, have you guys ever seen, and I know if you haven't seen it by now, I'm going to ruin something for you. Sorry. And this is the guy who doesn't see anything. But 11/22/63. I need to go back and watch this. It's only like 8 or 10 episodes. I think it's on Hulu. And it's that, what's his name? James. Anyway, he goes back to try to save. I'm not going to give away the big story here, but he goes back to November 22nd, 1963 to try to save President Kennedy's life. And I won't tell you that part. But I will tell you that he ends up back in the 60s with an iPhone. Oh, damn. That's kind of cool. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with this thing? So you can just watch it. You just need to watch 11/22/63. And so what I'm saying, Leslie, you don't get to go back with all the medicines, and you don't get to go back with your iPhone. Okay? Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I feel like we would know nothing with AI. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's another show. See, I watch more shows than movies, which is weird if you think about it. And it's about to get even weirder here. And I'm not even under the influence of alcohol. I go hell out of time. You know when I'm watching shows? It's in the shower. You know, am I the only person that puts a show on in the shower? Just hang out there for half an hour and be like, I'm paying for this water, damn it. Anyway, so, I mean, that's how I get through these shows. It's a multitask. I can't sit down. It's very rare that I will just sit down and watch a show. At the very least, I have to be eating or something, but I gotta be doing multiple things at a time. I don't even know if we got into this, the popcorn brain thing. I think it might be down here somewhere still. I think I briefly talked to Rebecca and I talking about that last week. I can't remember. Anyway, it was in the stack. Popcorn brain, just you gotta be doing multiple things. I know ADD, right? But now it's got a new name because popcorn brain sounds so much more acceptable, polite company than ADD, whatever. So it's just like, it is a story about how we are now wired to be doing constant multiple tasks at a time. And of course, we end up doing a shitty job with everything, because we're not focused on. And before you know it, you're leaving blueprints from the White House on a publicly accessible Google Doc. So anyway, yeah. Oh, so what I started to say, you talked about AI. There's what's that one story that's based in Vancouver, y'all? What is that? What's that story? Or is that show? Vancouver, British Columbia, and it's like 80 years or so in the future. And then there's another show called Travelers. And what I'm going off of, Leslie, is the whole AI in the future of AI. And these shows were written, these things came out, they were very forward thinking, I'll say. And before AI had advanced to where we are today, I mean, these were, what's that? What's the damn show? Hold on, somebody knows it. I feel like it starts with a V. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's a good point, Julie. If you went back with all that knowledge, you'd be burned alive like the witches. That's fun. That's true. What's that show? I wish I were lit, Mandalorian Patriot, and it's EI. See, it's I before E, except after C, Weird, and Keith. Okay? That's how you remember it. I before E, except after C, Weird, and Keith. Anyway, I am not lit. I don't have any excuses right now. I'm just headache and tired. What is the show, y'all? I think it starts with a V. Come on. I'm going to Google it right now. Hang on. Vancouver future show. Continuum. I don't even need to look it up. I remembered on my own. Yay. I still looking it up, though, just to make sure. I don't know. I think it's Continuum. You know what I could have done? Instead of typing out all that shit, I should have just typed Continuum. Yeah, Continuum. So I would recommend Continuum, and I would recommend Travelers. I think it's Travelers. I don't know. Whatever. Check them out if you like futuristic, like show. Oh yeah, the worst death in history. Sorry, that's not quite as impressive as the way Rush Limbaugh used to. God rest that man's soul. See, this isn't as fun as in my formerly nicotine-stained fingers. Okay, so the guy's name, what was it? George. Oh my gosh, that's why they burned him a lot. Did bad things to him. His name was György. That's I got there. See this? Let me see if I can. This on the screen. This is not going to be a pleasant story, y'all. I've given you plenty of warnings. Hang on. I haven't checked the popcorn brain. Popcorn brain, stand by. Okay, so On Purpose, COVID-19 was released. That's 89 to 19, or 89 to 11. 89 19. That'd be one hell of a poll. That's what she said. Okay, if you could time travel and spend 2 weeks in another time, would you? Oh my goodness, this is incredible, y'all. Go forward to 2325, go back to 1725. 1725 is winning 51 to 49. Can I just say, when I put the few weeks back, the poll up, which Eagles song do you like better? What did I put up there? It was Hotel California. Was it Take It Easy? Was that the other one? That thing was 50-50 for the entire, 5 days I had the poll up, or 3 days, or whatever it was. And then the last minute, I'm checking to see here if I can find the results here. Hotel California pulled ahead at the very, I don't know how this happened either. Did some of you Hotel California, did you pay some bot farm to vote at the very end to tip the scales to 52-48? But anyway, 52-48 Hotel California won over Take It Easy. And people were like, Desperado. And I'm like, no, you have to pick between these two. Anyway, but 51-49 right now, 1725 is leading 23-25. All right, here's the guy's name. These pictures are, I hate pictures, drawings from this era. Look at that. There he is. Because the looks on their faces, what is going on? He won't focus. Anyway, he's not happy. And his name is György. Okay. Easy, Keith. György Dózsa. All right. He's worth death in history. He was a Hungarian revolutionary, born in 1470, who came to lead a peasants' revolt against the country's nobility. Uh-oh. Let's see where this is going. He and his fellow rebels successfully killed thousands of members of the ruling classes, burning their manor houses to the ground and seizing the fortresses of Arad, Lipa, and Vilagos before they were finally defeated by Hungary's governing forces. All right, if you had to live life with one of these three names. Which are you going with? Arad. That's A-R-A-D. You can do some things with that. You can call me Rad. I don't know. Lippa. L-I-P-P-A. I don't think you can do much with that. Vilagos. He's got a little accent marks above the A. V-I-L-A-G-O-S. I don't know, y'all. You're going to go with Arad or Vilagos? It can be kind of annoying if you have to always do that little. I guess I'll go with Arad, but I'd want my friends to call me Rad. Moving on. Dózsa was taken prisoner in July of 1514, so he's 44-ish, okay? And according to historian Paul Friedman of Yale University, this would have been a hell of a deep dive. I should have called this guy and have him tell you how this guy died. Subsequently executed in a manner, quote, this is a historian writing this, quote, so stunningly barbarous that across Europe, contemporaries, inured though they were to... Wait, what the hell? Who? I'm glad I didn't have this guy on. What is this? Yes, I need my glasses. But that's not the point. The point is this sentence structure. So stunningly barbarous that across Europe contemporaries, inured though they were to gruesome public spectacles, took notice. I guess I should learn the word inured. Someone do my job for me. I-N-U-R-E-D. You know what? Screw it. It's time for Grimace. It's Grimace time. I can't. Sorry. Grimace time. There we go. I got some Grimace time going on. I'll keep it. I'll just, whatever. Maybe it'll help my head. I told you it's not that much, but it's Grimace time. I need a shirt. I need a purple shirt with white lettering that says it's Grimace time. Right across here. And then the bottom corner, just like a small, about the size of this, picture of Grimace. But then the purple will clash with the purple. So it's a gray shirt, a little purple. I'm designing this with a purple Grimace down here and then white lettering. It needs to be purple too, right? All right, so gray shirt or white shirt. Okay, white shirt. Never mind. Sorry. Getting distracted. Friedman notes that Dózsa was forced to sit on an iron throne, which was then heated up. I hope your kids are in the backyard playing right now. Have them scroll through your phone and check out the pictures of the bunny that I've been posting. Oh, wait, no, that same phone's probably playing this show for... Okay, bad planning. Friedman notes that Dózsa was forced to sit on an iron throne, which was then heated up, while a red-hot iron crown was placed on his head in a mock coronation ceremony. Okay, so the crown is burning. I don't want to. This is why I wanted Rebecca and Brad here, because they could lighten it up. This is not fun. Shall I continue with you guys? You have influence. I'll watch the comments here. You tell me if I need to stop. Still alive, the partially roasted Dózsa was then removed from the throne. Oh, God. There's still time to bail. There's still time, y'all. Anybody? Okay. No one telling me to stop. All right, here we go. So, still alive, the partially roasted Dózsa was then removed from the throne, and his followers. Yes, what? Leslie, no sentence fragments. Yes, stop. Yes, bail. Or yes, continue to read the story. Okay, keep going. Mandalorian Patriot says keep going. Detroit Girl Forever just has the wide eye emoji. Yeah, we're there. Leslie, I'm waiting to hear. Leslie, yes, continue, or yes, stop reading. His followers had been starved for this purpose. Were forced to eat his flesh. End quote. Says the historian, using big words like a nerd. I-N-U-R-E-D. I'm still waiting for someone to post the definition of a nerd. Oh, I see your response, Mandalorian. I haven't even finished. Oh, thank you, Leslie. Inert to Barrett. Gotcha. Okay, so what was it? His European contemporaries, inert though they were, so they go. Okay, pull this back. Oh gosh, grab this time. Just some more here. It's fun. No, it's real fun. What remained of the 44-year-old? Oh, look at that. I didn't even have to do the math. I was proud of myself for doing math for a change, and it's just been confirmed. What remained of the 44-year-old was then quartered and sent around Hungary for display. Oh, we're not done. Don't think that, oh, okay, that was gross. That was really terribly gross. But look, it was the 1400s, 1500s. They needed to eat something, right? Whatever. And, they cut him up and sent him around. That's fine. Whatever. Oh, no. I'm not done, y'all. Stop. Other accounts offer further gruesome details with the Legends of Hungary YouTube channel. Holy crap. How am I not subscribed to that yet? The Legends of Hungary YouTube channel claiming that, quote, while he was still alive, please don't hate me for this, y'all. While he was still alive, Dózsa's soldiers were forced to, oh God, what the, okay, tear his naked body apart with their own teeth. Time out. It's shit like this that makes me think, oh, wait a minute. Look how depraved they were back then. Okay, all right. Maybe we're not as bad. Maybe. I mean, we're bad. But we're not. Tear his naked body apart with our own teeth, Bab. Right? We're not forced to eat his flesh because we're so hungry, Bab. Right? Maybe. Just, I don't know. I'm just looking for something here. Because it's grimace time. Then before he succumbed to, God almighty, he hasn't even died yet. And before he succumbed to his hellish end, he was forced to witness as his younger brother, Gurgly. We got Georgie and Gurgly. Gurgly was cut into 3 parts and hung on the gallows, and he was forced to watch that. This death has been branded the cruelest of all time. All right. Okay. So, if you go for the king, don't miss. Or else you could be Georgied. Something. How's everybody doing out there? Did one person order all this? It's a good question. The king of Hungary, I guess. I don't know. Huh. Yeah, that's yeah, right? Yeah, if you're ever feeling down in your life, could go to the what was it, Legends of Hungary? Holy crap. That means that there's a longer version of this. Like a whole story they tell. I just read you, 10 or 12 sentences. I bet there's more. Oh my gosh. So what was it? The Legends of Hungary YouTube channel. Somebody find that video and message it to me. Oh, that's nasty. That's bad. But see, now, it was bad because we're still talking about it over 500 years later. Which, by the way, if you go back 300 years, you land in 1725. And 53% of you on the Twitter poll say you want to go back 300 years as opposed to 47% want to go to 2325. You know what they need to do? It could almost be like a trilogy. Because you could do this thing where you went back in time, right? And then maybe in the second movie, you go like to the future. Because you think you get the best of both worlds. And then maybe the third one, I don't know, maybe you go even further back in time. You just ping pong back and forth. You can call it like, would be a little creative name, like something like Back to the Future or something like that. That'd be fun. Somebody should think of that. Great Scott! Sorry. Yeah, that water's not doing it. It's Grimace time. Hang on. Sorry. I'm going to make a shirt. It says it's Grimace time. Oh, should Grimace hold like a, should he be holding like a beer? I don't know if McDonald's would care for that. And I'm not selling them yet. I'm just wearing it, you know? Whew. Oh no, I'm sorry, Leslie. I'm sorry your family had to hear that story. I hope your earbuds are in, because I'm going to start changing the name of Barfly, which is a silly way of saying Barfly, which is, if you didn't see the first Barfly, it's because we couldn't decide, is it 2 words, is 1 word, is Barfly, Barfly, when it's together. We're just going to start changing it to, it's Grimace time. Which the future Barfly episodes, those dates have been set. That's about all that I've got etched in stone right now for the Thursday deep dive. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, your deep dive today. Quote, the worst death in history. That might be on the thumbnail from Hero West. But, so it was the Barfly episodes. I think it's Thursday, July 3rd. And Thursday, August something. Yeah, it's got to be the 7th, right? Yeah, because the 14th is the Roswell Part 2. Then I'm going to disappear for a couple of weeks. But you got me till the middle of August. That's fine. Hold on a second. Hold on a second here. How did Brad ruin Grimace for you? Huh? What does that mean, Gabby? You know what? No. I don't want to know. I don't. And so help me, I'm not going to ask him. Don't y'all ask him. Don't nobody say in the chat tomorrow when Brad is on with me and Rebecca for the Friday live stream. I don't want anybody say Keith or Brad enlighten Keith on Grimace. Don't you dare take away my Grimace. Don't. Oh no. Okay, good. That's smart. Leslie has the headphones on. Brad has a dirty mind. Yeah, I've never noticed that, though. The Gare Bear. Okay. What else? Oh, I had these deep constitutional questions. I don't know that my headache is in a place to really have this conversation about. Okay, I promise you this. Let me find a. Here we go. I got a paper clip here. At some point, we're going to talk about these 2 constitutional stories, because I don't know that and I'm honest with you, I don't always have a answer to the stories. Sometimes I just walk through them with you, and you help me reach a conclusions. We've done that on many things, and that's what I appreciate about all of the conversation, the feedback. But I want to hold off on that. I don't know when I'm going to do that. Because, we got Rebecca lives in Sweden or Switzerland or the Netherlands or somewhere out there. No, she's in Norway. So, she absolutely respects the United States of America. So I'm sure she'd be able to chime in on constitutional stuff. But I'm not trying to string you along on this. I just, I really want to, I don't know, this might be a standalone conversation. We'll get to that at some point, those 2 stories. Because I can't figure out where I come down on one of them. Let's put it that way. Okay. That's enough of that ambiguity. I'm sorry. Hang on a second. Let me just check this real quick here. This might be a really important text that I need to relay to y'all. Oh, it's just my credit card statement. There it was. Good. It's very important, actually. You don't want to know. It's getting up there. Okay, what do we got here? What do I got here? Brad is a sick puppy. I love that about Brad. Brad has a dirty mind. Okay, don't ruin it for you. Okay, you people or something else. I love you dearly. Yeah, and then I got a story about Nazis. I kind of want to wait for Brad on that one. I'm gonna be holding this stuff for Brad. I don't like that out of context. Nobody wants to chime in on the audio space. You know, that's one thing I want to point out. I'm thinking about the next time I do a Drinks with Keith, I strictly do an audio space. Because I feel like, and if this is in my head, I apologize, but I feel like when I do a video, like today, obviously the Thursday deep dive, when I do the Drinks with Keith, the video thing, I feel like there's less participation. Like if I just do if the only game in town is the audio space, see, I could do an audio space just laying in bed, bedtime, just, hey, let's talk, don't turn the camera on. I mean, it feels like when there's a video element, there's less participation. And I try to be as accessible as possible here. And if you have questions, here you go. We got the audio space for you to jump into. Hold on. Mandalorian Patriot. Hang on. See, this is where I need somebody to get into the damn audio space because I was too busy doing show prep. Not really. I was watching the Braves earlier. So I saw a tweet from Kanye West. Mandalorian Patriot is referencing it here in the chat. And you wrote, you got Ye story. Sorry. It's not that much grimacing yet. And I saw he responded to somebody like a whore or something, $300 for a whore can make you feel like $1 million. I saw that. And then was it Matt Walsh? I forgot who it was. I really can't remember. Somebody said, if you're only paying $3 for a whore, you're getting AIDS or something. I don't know what it was. So what's going on with Ye today? The Braves are at 500. Thank you, Rachel. They're at 500. Only the fifth team in Major League Baseball history to start 0-7 and get back to 500, and they did it just like that, relatively speaking. Weird. This team, I'll tell you what. Learn to hit. Anyhow, if you guys play fantasy baseball, if you got Drake Baldwin on your bench, you need to pick him up. He platoons at catcher with Sean Murphy, but they're gonna find he got 3 hits today. They have to put that bat in the lineup, and I think they're teaching him the outfield on the sly. Drake Baldwin, pick him up in fantasy baseball. That's your hot tip for the Braves. Okay. So I don't know okay, here we go. Hold on. Here we go. The Gare Bear. So let me put this on the screen for everybody to see. Catching me up here. Supposedly there's a video of the real Ye as a homeless dude giving credit. Oh, so he's been replaced. Oh my gosh. I know what Jeffy's going to have for show prep tomorrow on Pat Gray Unleashed over on the Blaze. I had not heard that, the Gare Bear. Interesting. So who's tweeting for him then? Is it the real Ye? Yeah. I'm actually the fake Keith. Like the real Keith right now is sitting over there and he's doing show prep for his paying job. Oh yeah. Hold on a second. We were kind of talking. Remember the little tweet? I was like, hey, and this is a big if X approves me for subscriptions. Oh, did you guys see Jovan Pulitzer's tweet? My impressions, and I love every one of you watching, every one of you commenting. I mean this sincerely. I'm so grateful for you. I will say that in the last few months, my impressions have dropped off considerably. I think, gosh, I have to go back and look. It's a big number. Anyway, what's this? Hold on. Okay, I didn't realize there was a Ye specific doubles clones. Anyway, so engagement dropped off tremendously. It could. I'm being serious. It could be just my tweets suck now. I don't know. Not enough Matilda stuff. I don't know. But then Jovan Pulitzer, who has been a guest on this Thursday Deep Dive multiple times, I think 4 times now, talking about election integrity and how elections are stolen. And oh my gosh, does he have the evidence? He tweeted out, and thank you, somebody tagged me in this to make sure I saw this. he tweeted out that he's going through the same thing, and he has been for a while now as well. And it has a lot to do with the bots infiltrating the comments. And so somehow your account then gets attached to that, and he was telling me, I reached out to him today. I was like, anyway, if you see a crypto scam or some sort of investment scam comment under my post, just ignore it. Don't report the account. Just let it lie. It's stupid. I follow at crypto monkey investor god, and my $60,000 turned into $480,000 in 2 weeks or whatever. I can't believe the results I've gotten from blah blah blah. Just ignore it. Apparently, if we hide it or block it, which I've been doing, or if you report it, then somehow your account then gets linked to this bot stuff, and before you know it, we're less visible. You and I. Anyway, that's the working theory. It's a working theory because ex-customer service, not so much. It's fun. No, that's good. What were we talking about? We're talking about yay. I don't know, man. What was it? Fake Howie. What's a fake Howie? Oh, I don't know what that is. Fake Howie. Sorry. Yeah. So then I already tipped my hand that I'm the fake Keith. I should change my handle to fake just Keith, or just fake Keith. Well, Tyler Morgan is he's not real Tyler Morgan. He's the fake Tyler Morgan. So precedent's been set. What else is going on here? Wait, hold on. I think the cursor is. Wait, hold on. What are you talking about? The Gare Bear. I haven't heard of the clone stuff before, dude. Okay, like I've heard the Joe Biden theories that there's multiple Joe Bidens. Who specifically are we talking about? Like multiple celebrities? Hang on. If I seem distracted, it's because I am. Do you guys ever try to, when you get a number that you don't recognize, do you quickly try to Google it before you answer it? Hang on. That's what I'm doing right now. No, it's apparently. Okay. Thanks. Sorry. It's apparently a, hold on. See now, look, okay. I'm sorry, DeGare Bear. I'm out of the loop because here we have Gabby talking about the Avril Lavigne. What is she? Is she still making music? Like, literally, what has she been doing? Somebody catch me up on the last 30 years of Avril Lavigne. Levine. See, she's even gone so long, I can't even remember her name. So she has a clone too? Man, I need a clone. I need a clone to go to Walmart for me, Go and get my drugs and stuff. I've got time for that. I need a clone to do a Thursday deep dive for me, so I can go do some show prep. So everyone has a podcast, and they're all that's how it's happening, y'all. See, I missed the clone train. Clone train. Sorry. I'm disturbed. Hold on a second. I think the Gabriel. Here we go. Hang on. He's going to catch me up here. Theory from 10 years. Okay. Hold on. No, time out. I'm stopping you right there, Gabriel. I love you. But that was a subtle jab. A not so subtle jab. So the theory is from 10 years ago. You out of touch buffoon, Keith. Paying off CRISPR tech, the super elites have the opportunity to make clones. Hence why all these elites seem to last to their 80s, 90s, upload consciousness, etc. No, I had not heard that. Okay. We got a deep dive coming up. Find me a guest. This is woo. Why would Avril Lavigne need a clone? She doesn't do anything. I know, man. I need some links. Send me some links, DeGare Bear. Send me some links. I was about to ask you about another conspiracy theory, but that's going to take some unpacking, and I'm going to need some serious educating on that one. And I just don't know that today's that day. Let's see here. I'm just trying to catch up with some of these comments here, y'all. Stand by. Thank you for your patience here. Oh, I haven't checked on the. Let me check the old. Let me check the. Okay, 51-49, 1725 is in the lead. COVID released on purpose, 89-11. Yeah, that one. Okay, I don't know. Anything else on y'all's mind? Should I wrap it up so I can go have some more Grimace time? Now that's sounding. See, I do have to go and prep for tomorrow's. But Jeffy's in, and so he can definitely handle that. Let's see here. What else I got? Oh wait, so Avril Lavigne, is that the thing? She became a Christian, so she just can't make music now? Is that what happened? I seriously, I don't know. Hold on. Give me a second here. Bear with me. I'm sorry to pull the handbrake here, but it's either pull the handbrake or just bid y'all a good rest of your day. So either way, you lose. Hang on. Wait, no. There's a win in there somewhere. Okay, I want to just check something. Hang on. I'm just checking her albums. They don't have the year. I'm not clicking on all of these albums to find out. Oh my gosh. AI, save me from myself. When was the last new release by Avril Lavigne? Is it Lavigne? It's been so long. February of 2022. Oh, she released a single on May 9th of this, like freaking less than a week ago. Interesting. Okay. So the clone can sing. I think we just learned. Interesting. Oh, crap. Sorry. There's a lot of comments on the audio space. Let me, oh my gosh. Holy crap. Rowdy introvert. Go to rowdymade.com. I don't know if he's, he found it on Amazon. Okay. I'm not, maybe. See that? No. I don't want the shirt that's a face. Like, I don't do that. I mean, it's cool. I appreciate you looking into it. And I don't know that there's a story, Rowdy. It's just me saying, oh, crap. I accidentally opened YouTube. I wonder how that sounded on the audio stream. Anyway, let's see. What are we doing here? It's just, Rowdy, you're listening. I have a glass that I pour my alcohol into. Apparently, it's just become my drinking glass, and it's a Grimace glass. And so when I say it's Grimace time, you know why I keep pausing when I say Grimace time? It's because I talk. Who doesn't talk for their animals, for their dogs, right? You have your own dog voices, right? So Tanner's voice, where's the good boy? I think he's downstairs. Good. I hate how he comes upstairs. You know, when dogs get to that age, you're like, just please stay downstairs. You're too old. You're going to be in pain. Anyway, so when I say it's Grimace time, I hear in my head Tanner saying, because every November, whenever we get the Christmas decorations out and we start decorating for Christmas, I do my Tanner voice. And Tanner says, is it Grimace? See, now I'm screwing it up. Is it Grimace time? Is it Grimace time? Because he gets so excited when there's presents and stuff. Tissue paper is his jam. Of course, he likes to, go under the tree and knock ornaments off and all this stuff. Cats climb the tree, dogs knock the tree over. And so his big line, November and December is it Grimace time? So now when I'm saying it's Grimace time, now my brain's not right, y'all. I'm sorry. And I do have this headache that's pissing me off. And that the Advil did not help today. Let's see. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. So Laura said at 22 minutes ago, keep on talking. This must have been the worst death in the history of the world. And then 3 minutes later, she said, I'm out. See? Let's see. Oh, hippopotamic landmass. That makes me sad. You're not sure about the lonely. So we had a story earlier. If you're lonely, you're more likely to go deaf or lose your hearing or whatever. It was such it. And then his response was, "I'm not sure about that. I'd be deaf already." Oh, see, I don't want to hear. That makes me sad. That's a good question, Frank Herbert. When are we going to see baby Pat, you, and Jeffy? Y'all are welcome to do whatever you want to with the baby AI. I'm not paying for anything. I did a little Google search for it, and I couldn't quite follow. It was like another website. I never clicked on it. I'd be interested to see me, Pat, and Jeffy as baby AI or whatever, AI babies. But I'm not motivated enough to do more than a cursory search for that site or whatever, that app. And I'm sure I'm not paying for it. So, anyway. Oh, Pumpkin, you're going ahead to 2035, huh? Okay. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. I don't know. Do I want to see what the future's like, or do I want to go and see what the past was like? Yeah, see, that's the poll you just talked about, dummy. You just reworded it. 23-25 that year, 48%. 17-25 still leading with 52%. Be sure to scroll around on my Twitter feed here, and you will find it. Yeah, Excedrin. Yeah, amen. Yeah, I'm getting there. I don't know what's going on. Oh my gosh. Avril Lavigne has chronic Lyme disease. Oh, can I just, you know what? I wanted to do it. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up on this thought. I let y'all in on everything. I wanted to do I read a book about Lyme disease and the sinister origins of it. Cold War. Yeah. I was looking forward to that conversation. Big time. But the author of the book, who I reached out to, that's the thing. When you reach out to a potential guest, a lot of times you get the guest. A lot of times you can't sync up schedules with the guest. Most of the time, in my experience, you just don't hear back from the guest. There are so many freaking awesome shows in my head, on the other side, the non-damaged side of my head, with incredible guests that I would love to talk to. And I realize this isn't, the Joe Rogan podcast. I got that. But I think we could have a good conversation about any topic. Just let's do this. So either get the guest, or you can't sync up with the guest, or you don't hear back from the guest. That's 90% of my inquiries. And then every now and then there's been two topics. One was Lyme disease. The other one was a famous air crash. So it's just weird how people operate. But I messaged this particular author, and this particular author, instead of responding not interested or interested or whatever, just decided to, I don't know if this person blocked me, or it's just when I went back to the messages, it said, you're unable to message with this person anymore. And I just sent like one, maybe two inquiries. And so I don't know if I was not blocked necessarily, but whatever. It's weird. Like, it's just like we can't even communicate. Let's just say, just say you're not interested or whatever. I don't know what. And then the other one, the other person on the air crash thing was, what did he say? I don't know. It was weird. It's just, people are weird, bro. I don't know what to say other than people are weird. And I'm at the top of that list. So, no, the Gare Bear, it wasn't Flight 406. Now, I don't know what that is, but I should look into that. Is that something else I need to know about? No, and I don't want to say the particular air crash because I'm still holding out hope that that individual's co-author is available. Anyhow, oh, really? Ice on my neck will help. And wait, hold on. So I put my feet in warm water. I put ice on my neck, and that will help this splitting headache in this quadrant of my brain. Is that what you're saying, Detroit Girl Forever? I'm willing to try anything. This has been going on for 5 straight days. Yeah, it was Fang Fang. What? People are weird. And like I said, I'm right there. And they're rude too, Julie. That's a fact. I don't go out of my way to be rude. I can be rude, but I don't try to be rude. Let's see. Anybody else here? Anything? Wait a minute, hold on. So was it Leslie said ice pack on my head? So is it on my neck or my head? You know what? Oh, real quick. You guys, you ladies have reminded me. Hold on, DeGare Bear. I'm coming back to you in a second. Yes, okay, I see you, Detroit Girl. Thank you. If you ever have tender sinus issues under your eyes, you know, the little cheekbones start feeling jiggly and tender, you know, this works every damn time I try it. Please remember this. I read somewhere 20 years. I remember the first time I tried it. That didn't sound good. Anyway, and it worked, and I've been doing it ever since. It's not getting any better, Keith. All right, so what you do is you take your fingers and you little circles, you rub on your temples. And so if you have that tenderness under your eyes and your cheekbones from sinus pressure buildup of fluid and whatnot, snot and stuff, ugh, you do this number right here, is rub your temples like this, and then all of a sudden you just feel it draining in the back of your throat, and it's getting out of there. It's running down. I don't know how it works, man. Feng Shui or Eastern medicine or Malinak special. But you didn't know you were going to get health tips on this live stream today, did you? You're welcome. You hear that? I inadvertently cut. Oh my gosh. I was going to keep doing this. Maybe it'll make my head feel better because there's clearly some drainage going on. Jiggly and tender. Sounds like a Jeffy website. Steve? Excellent point. Oh gosh. See, now I got the drain. See, I'm telling you. It works. It worked. Okay, hang on a second. Flight 406. But what airline was it, DeGare Bear? Crash in Florida. Salvage parts put on other planes, and ghosts from the first crash started showing up on the other. Holy crap. Okay. Message me a book or a website or a guest, because that sounds freaking awesome. Flight 406. Oh, that's cool. All right. I believe you have had enough of me today. Thank you for indulging me. It's been fun hanging out. I'm sorry it didn't work out the way that we anticipated, but I will have Brooke Jackson on in the very near future. Just a little internet issue on her end today. It was the fiber optic guy working out in the street in front of her house that was wearing a Pfizer shirt because, you know, she was a Pfizer whistleblower. And wait a minute. See now? Hold on. I don't get out enough, y'all. Mandalorian Patriot. 406 is like James Dean's car. Really? There's a story about that too? My word. Hang on. What's this? Hold on. I have this awesome cap thing I keep in the fridge. Oh, you put it on. Seriously, that's what I want to ask you real quick. Last question, and then I'll let y'all go. migraines. If you suffer from migraines, have you had them your entire life? Or can they develop much later? In other words, no offense, but you come out broken? Or is that something that happens later? Because in the last 6 months, this is starting to become a big issue for me, and I don't care for it. And I don't know if I would call them migraines necessarily, but several of them have been very bad. So I'm just curious, is the migraine thing something forever, your entire life, or can you develop a propensity for migraines? I'll wait, and I'll wait for the comments. I'll just wait for the answers. It's grimace time. Yeah. Sorry. For me, it's an iron thing. Oh, interesting. So it's like an iron, like a deficiency or something. It certainly can't be caused by something as healthy and wholesome as straight vodka, right? Oh my gosh. Your mom had them. They were synced to her cycle. Now, what are you implying? Sorry, and I'm in all fairness, or all truthfulness, I should say, I'm only keeping this live stream going so that the suggestions for migraines and all that good stuff can continue to flow in on the comments. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. No, I'm very grateful for all of you. I appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. A lot of stuff. Here it is. Here's the show. Look at this. See that? This is how I prep. Let me show you this. See that? This says Friday at the mic, 5/16. And there's a whole bunch of stuff here. So Brad and Rebecca gonna have to be ready. We got to talk about parenting. Because, Rebecca's pregnant. And so we've got to help her make parental decisions. I'm going to need y'all to weigh in. I should probably plan some polls now for y'all to answer on the fly. Be thinking about this, because I'm going to come across tomorrow as being cold and heartless. But I want you to think about this. When a prosthetic limb is used in sports, where do we draw the line, or do we draw the line? Because I've got a story I want some feedback on, and I'm going to seem heartless, but be thinking about that. Are you okay with someone playing a sport with an artificial limb? Keep it in mind. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Oh my gosh. The strangest reason ever to get a divorce. This is the most ridiculous story. And I mean this. This is the most ridiculous story that I have read in. I honestly, I was trying to think, is this the most ridiculous story that I've ever read in my entire life? Be thinking about pranks that you've pulled. I know we've done that before with the dad. He had his teenage daughter had friends over, and they were doing the little seance, the Ouija board thing, which is stupid. But then he went to the breaker box and was turning the lights and off and on in the house. Remember that? Okay. Well, here's another cruel prank that we need to talk about. Just looking here. What else? Flying cars, man. They're coming sooner rather than later. Oh, how long is too long between communications? Like if you reach out to a friend and you don't hear a response, how long is too long before that friend needs to respond for you to let them back into your life? Yeah, there you go. So there you go. There's some things for you to be thinking about. So that way you can participate tomorrow. Oh, a big thanks to Kenneth Springer. I don't know if you saw my day job, Pat Gray Unleashed, over at the Blaze in overtime today. Chris had brought in we're going to call it a Bob Barker stick mic, right? And he brought it in, hooked it up for Jeffy to play with, and it was cool. Kenneth Springer, I appreciate you sending me this. Unfortunately, this is just going to be a prop. because this end here doesn't fit any of the mic thingies. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, hang on, there's one. Hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah, shoot. I don't know. Chris told me what it likely fits on, and I've already forgotten because that was like 6 hours ago. You know all the stuff I've been doing in the last 6 hours? I can't remember a conversation I had earlier today. Stop. So anyway, but I appreciate it. It's fun just to have this, help control the pet population. Have your pet spayed or neutered. Bye-bye, everybody. No, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.